how we need to set smart goals and what does this smart means, which is specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time bound. Now, in this video, we would see that how this smart goals can be applied in real life, whether it is your professional or personal life. So let me introduce my partner and colleague, Kirandeep Sandhu. I started her entrepreneur journey few years back and how she really leveraged these smart goals when she found her own organization.
Hi, Devesh. Thank you for inviting me to talk about goal setting with you today.
Pleasure is mine, Kiran, and I was talking in my previous video about how we need to set goals, and I thought that who could have been better than you having and sharing your experience that how you have really applied these smart techniques in your entrepreneurship journey when you have set your own organization. So maybe, Kiran, we can start with you giving a little bit background about what you were doing earlier and where in what context you applied this SMART goal.
Thanks, Devesh, for letting me share my journey of setting up Kids Clubhouse. It was a children's play area that I set up in Malaysia. I utilized the SMART principle to achieve this vision of creating a safe, secure, holistic development play, a recreational and learning center in a shopping mall.
It really would be good for everyone to understand that how you really use these SMART principles. So from S point of view, which is specific, what was those specific things while you created that goal, which you covered as part of specific?
Okay, so the specific was very clear that I wanted it to be safe, secure, learning, and a recreational play center.
Oh, that's really nice because as a parent, all the parents would need that wherever their kids are, they get a very safe and secure place, and at the same time they can have fun. So really nice to know that. Now, would you like to share about the measurable part of it, that how you created your milestones so that you can really start your business within a stipulated time?
Right. So I think most businesses generally require the planning, need to have thorough planning. So that was stage number one. In my case, I started with the planning stage by doing market research. Number two, once I knew what the needs of the parents was as well as the children, I had a specific plan in mind, and that went into the procurement of the equipment, which was meeting the fundamental principles of my organization, which was safe and secure and child friendly. So that was the procurement part. Number three was the setup. So once all the procurements had been done and the deliveries had come in, I ended up setting up my play area in a location of 6,500 square feet. And finally was the launch. So each step required its own milestones to be achieved before we could proceed to the next step.
Okay, great. So now moving on to the third point of this SMART technique, which is attainable. And what basically it means is that definitely while you have conceived about this whole journey of having this play zone area, there would be certain challenges which would have been there. So how you were able to overcome those challenges to make it really attainable, to make it achievable for you.
Assembling challenges that we were facing. And in order to overcome that, we brought in engineers who understood the structure and were able to assemble it in the most efficient manner, which was back to the vision that we wanted a safe play area for the children.
We all know that while we set our goals, there would be certain challenges, and how we need to overcome those challenges to make them attainable, to make them achievable, should be part of our plan and goal setting. So, thanks for the third acronym. Now, moving on to the fourth, which is relevant. So, how you saw this as an exercise or this as a profession which you created for yourself, really being relevant to your overall purpose of life or your larger objective which you want to really deliver from the professional point of view.
Well, the goal was very relevant to me personally for two reasons. Number one, being an educator, I wanted to create holistic development space for children because I believe that children are able to learn and grow when they are using their multiple intelligences. So this was one of the vision statements that I had created. But I was also very fortunate that there were no competitors in the market who were providing a service similar to mine, and hence this became a clear goal for me that I was able to merge my passion with a service that I could create for the community.
Oh, that's really nice to know because you talked about two of the things. One was your own passion, which was basically makes it so relevant. And the second was that at the same time you studied the market to see that what is that blue ocean for you in terms of to create a business for your organization. Great. And now on the last point, which is about the time bound, and I'm sure that we all know that we need to have a sense of that what is that time frame. So how you created a time bound exercise for this particular goal setting.
I was very ambitious, Devesh, and I thought that it would take me probably 6 months, but I was able to achieve it before target in 4 months from conception to launch. So I would say that if you have a clear goal, when you have a clear goal, you have a clear vision and you have set milestones and you have invested in the process, you are not only able to achieve it within the time bound, but sometimes before the time that you have set for yourself.
Absolutely, Kiran. Absolutely. I fully agree with you because if you are setting your goals and you are very well in planning and with the plan you can have a right execution strategy and that execution strategy can really help. Like it helps you to achieve your goals well before the time limits which you have set for yourself. So thanks, Kiran, a lot. I'm sure that our viewers would be really happy to see that how you were able to apply this SMART goal principle and was successful in delivering and setting up your organization and started your entrepreneurship journey with this setup. Thanks a lot.